I'm going to be doing a video called the seventh gate, and we're going to split the seventh gate by what our dice cubes tell us to do. The law of averages, the percentages, the payouts. The payouts slash 7 and 6. You place a wager of 6 and they will pay you 7. How can we come to these numbers? We come to these numbers by understanding that 1 and 6 will equal to 7. That 2 and 5 will equal to 5, and 3 and 4 will equal to 5 in the partial life. Why do I say that? Because what happens between these two? All the corners get covered. I already have 2 corners covered. The reverse of this is automatically going to tell me 5 and 2. The side will tell me 6 and 1. And the other side will tell me 6 and 1. So what's on the inside? 3 and 4. And upside down to 3 and 4. So when we have 1 and 6 and 2 and 5, we then have the north-south pole as 3 and 4. When we have 1 and 6 and 3 and 4, we have the outside of 2 and 5. How is that? Well, here is my 2 and 5. If the 2 and 5 is there, what is the opposite side? 2 and 5. What is the in and the out? 6. And the other out would be, sorry, hold on a second, 6, 6. That means inside must be 1 and 1. I could turn this way. We have 6 and we have 1, where we see 2 and 4 are over here. If 2 and 4 are over here and 6 and 1 are over here, what has to be over here? Can it be a 5? No. The 5 has to be opposite here. Can it be a 6? No. It can't be 5, it can't be 6, it can't be 1. And it can't be 2. So you think it would be 4 or 3? When you see this corner of the dice, 1, 2, and 4, 7, you already must say to yourself, 5, 6, and 3, 11. 5, 6, and 3, 14. That is my 14. That is my AD. That is my DNA. 1, 2, 3. The total of the dice is 21. So if 1, 2, 3 equals 7, the other 3 have to equal to 14. If 1, 5, 9 equals to 10, if 1, 5, 9 equals to 10, then the other side has to equal to 11, 6, 9, 11. 11 and 9 and 10, 21. Did I make a mistake? If we have 3, 6, 2, 11, the other side has to be 10, 5, 4, 1. These are automatic to the cube of the seventh gate. Okay, these are just automatic. What is happening right over here? So now if we had 2 and 5 come together with 3 and 4, then we are going to have 1 and 6 to seventh gate. So this is just a game. This is just the truth in the game. This is just the odds. How do we create this? 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 will equal to a total of 55.29. The difference will be 26. God 26. I am who I am is 13. God is 26. They doubled it up in this world. They double it up for the house. It's AM. But is it double up 1-6 or is it double up 26? It's the beta house God. It's the dog God. It's the God of the bones. Why do I say that? Because the dog, give the dog a bone. Give the dog a bone. Give the dog a bone. You have the bad gateway. You have 27, 31, 32, 33, 34. Now I'm always asking myself, should I be counting 1? Should I count 10? Should I only count it if there's a D? Because that would be telling me the 4 corners. 420, TD. The 2 letters that always intertwine in the English language through certain people that speak and say letter or letter pronunciation. Gateway 27, the peaks and points of gematria. Not me, but in the games. So we're going to go back to the beginning. We have 6 and 8. How can we get them in the multiple world? We get them 3 times 2 equals to the 6. 4 times 2 equals to the 8. How can we get when we add it? 1 and 5, 2 and 4, 3 and 3. If I need to get now to 8, 6 and 2, 5 and 3, 4 and 4, 7 and 1, but it's not on the cube, so it means I am using the total of the 2 sides. Or, how can I use 7? There's my 7, there's my 1. I'm not using 2, I'm talking about the gateway in the house to the spirit. If I said 7 and 2, would I be talking about this one, both voids? Or do I now automatically have to talk about 2 cubes and talking about 7 and 2, talking actually about 7 minus 2? The 7, the minus the 2. So we have this shape that comes. They're shapes. When we put all these dice together, we get shapes. See the shape of the hexagon right here? The point is to the center, go around it, or the point to the center, go around the moon, or the point to the center. Like in this Simple Simon design over here. When you create a circle and just go up and go down. Now take another circle and go up and go down. Now I can just do anything I want with this. Just fooling around, just fooling around right now. So again with the bird, and then right, and then we have a complete 6. It took me 3 circles to complete my complete 6. You see the in-between 8 is only the in-between of the beak. So I had 2 lines over here, one coming up here, one coming up here to create the inside of the beak. Why do I need 2, and what happens with 2? What happens with 3? We've already worked on this video over here. 6 and 8 and 7. I want to understand 6, 7 and 8. And in language and speaking, in French, they will say 80 is 4 times 20, but they will say 70 with 60 and 10. 10 is with the spirit. 20 is in the house. The ox, the bait in the house. 2, 5, 9, 2. But this 2 ends up to be an 8. It's the 20th letter and the 7th letter. But in the 20th letter, all zeros will equal to 4, 5, and 6. All zeros equal to 6. Because 6 is automatically holding the 1. According to the law of the 7th gate light. 1 opposite 6. Telling me that 2, 4. They're not together 2, 4 for the cat. Because the 2 is holding 5, the 4 is holding 3. So you're holding C and E. Any craps? You're holding the light to the moon, the torch, E and C. Herbie the car, you're holding life. Thinking on my own, I'll go in my own direction. 1 over the 2 alpha beta. AM, AB, M, L, ML. ML, the letters in the alphabet. 31 days, 21 days, the cube. 31, C-A-A-M, I am who I am. So we're going to just, well, I just dropped a bunch of dice on the floor. So I just want to get back to this and let's see. I haven't really looked at it, but what I'm trying to do, first of all, I just want to let you know that there is no 7 and 1 to make 8. So I have to assume that I'm using the 1 surrounded by 8 and the empty space of the 2 void. So I have the 8 void and I have the 7th void, and in between I have the 1 to bring them together. because 1 is an automatic showing up in 3 and in 5 electric company. 1 also shows up in 9. We won't talk about it. So what I did here is 7 and 1 became my 10. I want to bring it all to my opposite, which is 10, 10, 10. I will have 2 and 4. 2 and 6 is 8. 4 and 4 is 8, bringing it to my 10. I have to sew it together because the DNA tells me together it's an auger of Taurus and sewn together. 3 and 3, 5 and 5 equals 8 equals all 10. 55 liberty to the gateway creation of the 9 birth, the 1 spirit, the delta angle, which means all 4. Can I do this? Whoa. Which means all 4. Singularity, 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 singularity. Now what happens in this? There's 2 things I can do. I can use the Tetris piece, which is the real Tetris piece, which is right over here. I can use the same Tetris piece, which is right over here. And here I have all my Tetris pieces. 88. Did I have to do it this way? This is the way I did it. This is the way these are the single pieces. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the single pieces, okay, in which everybody knows this is going to be an automatic 9. Yes, I'm switching off the game because I'm looking at it myself. I'm thinking as I'm talking. I'm not really knowing where I'm going next. This is my 8 on the 45-degree angle. Should I be writing 845? Is that a time at night? Is that 845 or 8 times 45? Because this is a 45-degree angle. I needed to put it down here and over to get that angle. Now that I have the angle, well, I have the angle inside the house. Now I have the angle outside the house. If it was a mirror, would it not show up over here? Unless the sunlight, because of the grid lines, are coming in this direction, or because of the grid lines this way, it's showing me that the light is going that way, the same way we see light. What does the 8 mean in 6? So what happens over here is we're going to either create groups, okay, groups of 9. So if I create a group of 9, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that is my group of 9. I can do it from the other side at the same time. We're going to show you the 2. I'm trying to figure out which way to go. Yeah, we're going to go this way. One above D, Q, where the 9 shows up. We have the S, which locks in the center gate to C and C, depending on how you want to look at it. And now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've locked this 2 area together. Now we create the block in the area. And now we have the 4 space separated by the 1 space. And these are all obligations. These are all obligations. Okay? We need to attach things. If we have letters, they have to belong somewhere. Now, should I be taking it out and making a new dimension with this? Should I be doing this? If I did that, see I have how many lines I have here? How big was I supposed to make this box? At what point should I have stopped designing? I don't know. Like I said, I'm doing this on my own. And if you notice, the center of this box is the cross or the double cross of an obligation of a design. That's all we fell down to right now, is an obligation of a design. Does it almost look like it's a building? Can I just take this out? Does it look like the building is the building? Let me see in the building. Is it a building? Anyways, I want to get back to this design right now. Let me, whoop, the camera just fell down. Whoop, the camera just fell down. Did you hear me say that twice? There's a line. Okay, so let me finish with what I had started here with 10.8. There's another world we have to enter. We have to enter 3 different worlds. 1, 4, and 7 have to be entered. The 7 to bring in the 2 worlds of 33, the iBot, the fleshy robotic 6. Okay, with 8, there's also 5 and 9, because outside of 6 and 8 is 5 and 9. 6 and 8, 14. 5 and 9, 14. 5 and 9, 6 and 8, 10 and 4, 14, 14, 14. There, these 2 dice there, that's what they're talking about. 14. So now there's a bunch of other questions that are in here I'm thinking about. When you work it this way, it's 1 and 8. When you work it this way, it's 1 and 6. This is the half-life. And this is what life? Is this 4 times 20? The 4 times 20 is what I was trying to get out of the design over here. I'm going to see if I can do it again. We have the 1 dot here, and we have to, right, that's what I was trying to do. And then we have to add on the 3. But Tetris is telling me you can't. Tetris told me a 4 block and a 1 block. But Tetris is actually saying this is also a floor block. Tetris is only playing with a floor block. Tetris does not have a single block in it. I'm showing you to a single block. So in Tetris, it's telling me the 1 block has 4. The L, and they all have 4 in Tetris. And this is how I end up with singularity houses over here, all singular houses. If I have to move this over here, it'll be over here. And that will be my 3 area. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or it'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 over here. Or it'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, did I do that wrong? Oh boy, hold on a second. So it'll be my my 9 block. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this then I'll have to have my 9 block. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I have to have my 9 block. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now if I go all the way around, it's going to use up more of these lines. But the lines that it hasn't used up yet tell me 8, 8, 8 over here. They have a space here. They have a separated space here. Of course, if we go all the way around, we're going to have all these lines here. Will we also have tic-tac-toe? Now, if I do another tic-tac-toe, can I do this tic-tac-toe here? And since I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I now eliminated or put together 33 as 6. Right? 1 A, B, C, C, B, A, D, E, F, F and F, I and I. So, okay, but 2 and 2 and 1 and 1 and 4 and 5 and 7 and 8 and 8 and 7 and 4 and 5. So now if I bring this all together, I'll end up with 3, 6, 3, 9, 3, 9, 6, 9, 6. So this is now one of my equations. I will be looking on the mathematical equation of pi. 1 and 2 is 3, 4 and 5 is 9, 7 and 8 is 15 is 6. The next row will be 1, 2, 3 again. And the next row will be 3, 6, 3. And that is my 12. Because they say there were 12 tribes and 12 hours and 12 this and 12 that, 1 and 2 beta creation. I will calculate as 3, 9, 6, 3. That means the middle of everything is not done yet. We have to have this, so I will have a total of 12. I will have a total of 9 and 9, 18, 21. I will have 9, I will have 12. 6, I will have 21, 9 and 9, 18, 19, 20, 21. 6 and 6 is 12, 21. So I'll have 3, 6, 6, 3. I pull it on this direction, I pull it on this direction, this direction, this direction, this direction, and I end up with 3, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 18, 21, 3, 3, 3. Now it's telling me the 3 and, let me see, 9 and 6, 15 is 6, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is 3. Did I get that right? 9, 9, 18, 21 is 3, 12, 3. So I have 1, 6 over here. Is that correct? Did I get that right? How does that work out? 3, 6, 3, 9, 3, 3, 6, 3, 6, 6 and 9 is 15. Tell me I made a mistake somewhere. Let me do it this way. This is 3, this is 6, this is 3, this is 3, this is 3. So we have the same thing both ways. So we have 363, or 11 times 11 equals 121 times 3, 363. So it's telling me the 11 and the 11. It's telling me about 11 and 11. Okay, if it's telling me about 11 and 11, it's telling me about 3 and 6. It's telling me a highway passage 66. Highway 80 communication, which is your 420. Does anybody follow me? Because I'm talking a little mixed up, like I don't know what I'm saying. But this is telling me the pass, the pig pass. But it's the pig pass by the sole, the toes, because this little piggy went to market, and they always did it with your toes. They didn't do it with your fingers. What games do we play with our fingers? What games do we play with our toes? Everything is bestowed inside of us. So now I know I got off subject, but here we don't have 7 and 1. Just like when we now bring this whole equation over to the equation of 9 and 5, where 3 and 2 are here. What do you think's on the opposite? 5 and 4, the sun. So we throw them again, we end up with 6 and 3, 9, and oh my God, we have the spirit and the delta angle, 1 and 4, 5. 1 inside 4. That means these dice can go right on top of that because 1 goes inside 4. Boom. Should I be doing that? Level 1, level 2, level 3. Imagine if I made this like Rubik's Cube. Except Rubik's Cube doesn't have one of these in the center. There's only 26. I want to see that calculation. 54 times 369 times 9 equals 486. 54 times 9 equals 486. Times 3 equals 1458 minus 54. I want to take out 1 block for the center. I only want 26 times 54. 26 times 54 equals to 1404. You can also say ho hi, hi ho, hi ho. Off to work we go, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Off to work they go, nah! That's your DNA in the blue world, my friend. You're on the delta angle of the spirit of 8. That 0 is all 8 around 1. But it's C and C coming together. 2 C's coming together. Does that mean the ocean comes together? And there's a divider in the ocean? You notice the way this goes right through here and plugs up to here? You see the open space? The open space, the open space, the open space. It's an open space. Should we put something in that open space? Do 2 C's come together? This 8 is elongated, so it shows me actually, look at that, number 1 is in the center. But let's not look at that. Let's try and see. This is elongated, and so the cards are elongated. Why is numbers on 2 levels? Are letters also on 2 levels? Or is it just like that? Sometimes we have to change it. Sometimes we, what would that do? That would tell me 2 levels. If it's telling me 2 levels, okay, it's showing me open space, that the 2 moons and the spirit are all together. Just like in the 2 card, and in the 8 card, and the 7 card, and the 9 card, this whole open space is together. Here we're showing you we've connected all the outside. We've connected the 9, the 8, the 4, the 5, and all the cards that are on the outside. That's what this is. But the 3 that are missing over here, okay, come in the 7 card, come in the 8 card, 1 times 7, 1 plus 7, and come in the 9 card, 1 center to all. Remember, in the 7 card, there's 5 up and 2 down. In the 8 card, there's 6 up and 2 down. Now, if there was 6 up, 6 up, 2 down. The 8 card, no, it's 5 up and 3 down. You're out. When there were 5 up and 3 down, 2 were left on base, unless 2 scored. With the 6, it'd be with the 8 card. This is the 8 card. With the 7 card, there's 5 up and 2 down. They might still be at the plate. 5 up, 2 down, bases loaded. Every move you make will count for something. Who knows? Who knows? We have to bring this into 3 worlds. I want to bring this 6 and 8 into 3 different worlds. I want to bring it now. Should I bring the 6 or should I bring the 1? I'm going to bring the 6s into the world of 4. So I'm going to go 6 and what equals 4? Minus 2 slash plus 7. 1 and 7 is 13. That is your AM. That is your AM. That is your AM. Create AM. 13 will create AM. So you need the house to create AM through the gateway. 7 and 2. The 5 over to 4 is, I just like to put the plus sign in between, is 1, 8. Look at that, how it goes together. 5 minus 1 is 4. 5 plus 8 is 13. AM, 1 and 3 is 4. So you bring the 2 houses together. Inside Mars comes man. And in that is your number 73, the almighty powerful, and the God to the house of 8. When you have the 2, bring it to 4, you have 2. We're not going backwards. We're going forward. Here we have 0 and 9. We have 0, 9. Did I put that all wrong? We have 2 and we have 0 slash 9. All zeros equal 6. We have 6 and 9 in rotation to the percentage inside the house. 6 and 9. Oh, 6 and 9 comes together. When we bring it to the 4 world over here, it's pretty simple. In creation, it's 1 and 1. In creation, we're 5 and 5, we're 3 and 3, and it says ace D. I've aced it. IT, the IT system. So this is how we do that. Now, if we have to bring this to the same world, 6 minus 2 equals 4. 7 plus 6 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 2 and 1 does not work in this situation. It would be 2 and 2 equals to the 4. And that's the only way we can go. This equation pumps in. If we want to bring this to the 4 house, it would be minus 1 plus 8 equals to the 4. We now know that the second part of the equation comes over here. If we want to bring this to the 4, we need the 1. We now have the 1 inside the same equation. What does it do? What does it mean? How does it work? I don't know. We're putting things together. We're just trying to put things together, number them up. How do we get the 4 here? Well, it's pretty simple. 88. 99. The other side of the 9. Where we need 0, we need 9. 0 and 4, 9 and 9. So where we once put 2 over here, and we put 9 over here, we bring this equation between here and here. We bring this equation between here and here. This will fit these 2 equations. This will fit these 2 equations. Which equation will this one fit? It fits inside the 0. Does it fit inside the 6? The 0 equals to 8. Where does 1 and 1? We need number 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. It's a perfect fit. Electric company. Raphael, in a very long video that I have no idea where it went, We just want to know what's going on with the numbers, what we can untie with these numbers, because they're all tied up to words. 74, Jesus of the gateway of the sky. 75, through the moon. 73, creation through the moon of the one spirit of the heavens. 76 is 13 is 4. 7 and 6, the spirit of 76, the half-life. 7 and 2 and beta inside the house. 1 and 6 is the half-life. 1 and 2 is alpha beta creation of 7 and 8. They created 7 and 8 through 1 and 2. Uranus and Neptune through Mars. Don't talk to me. Talk to the dice. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Wow, it won't stop. Won't stop! Well, something's wrong. My camera won't stop. I try to stop it. Should I just continue on the video?